Now that I've had my little rant on what a waste of time it was for me to apply to that one sponsorship, let me give something that you might call a little more positive. If you are willing to look through the brands that are on here, I think there's some great opportunities to work with brands you're already using or you're interested in trying. I did that. I looked through all the different brands, found one thing I was really excited about, and applied to it. The nice thing is with these proposals, they kind of come and go. So this is something you could check every few weeks or every month or two. All you need is to find something you really like and are excited about and pretty much would share with your audience for free anyway, and then get paid for it. To me, that's the real good opportunity here, is to share something you would love to do for free anyway, and then why not get paid for it and collaborate with the brand. The ideal scenario that I see is an ongoing working relationship with the brand. Just doing these for $100 or a couple $100 is not necessarily going to even be worth your time, when if you've already got 5,000 plus subscribers or followers, there's probably lots of things you could be doing anyway. You probably have lots of opportunities. It's a matter of effectively managing the opportunities you already have. The opportunity here to me that seems to be great is if you could find a brand you liked working with and repeatedly make videos for them over and over again. Or if they had an affiliate program you could participate in and repeatedly sell that over and over again. These are the sponsorships. If you click on the sponsorship tabs, this is how you find brands. You can also find them by channel. For example, if you just want Twitter, you can just look through here for Twitter. And then in theory, things should be pretty easy. For Twitter, you should be able to just tweet something out, and I might test this out on myself to just try tweeting one of these out here. But again, you have to go through the entire proposal process for this, and I think the minimum might be $100 to pay out. Therefore, if I can get $100 to tweet something, yeah, I will certainly tweet that. So like this one, ApowerMirror is an app I already use. Then if you click on it, it pulls up this interface to the right. You can get up to $500. You can see about the product and service over here. It tells you what it is, tells you what they're looking to do with the campaign goal. Then if you go down here on the lower right, you click send proposal. This is where you can make your proposal. And I can go over here and put in, now it looks like you can take Twitter off, but you cannot take YouTube off. So keep that in mind. If you have secondary channels on this, like Tumblr or Vine, I think you have to put in a YouTube video. Then you can put in additional for, say, Twitter or other accounts, but it looks like you can't take off YouTube on this. So you are not going to essentially get away with just doing a tweet. You will need to do a video and then do an additional tweet to it, it looks like, as well. It might depend on whatever the advertiser set up though. If the advertiser just has something like this is just a Tumblr one, so I actually can't send a proposal because I don't have a Tumblr blog. So if the advertiser has not selected YouTube on it, that's the only way you'll be able to do it. But since this is a marketplace by YouTube, almost all the advertisers have YouTube on here, and therefore if you click to make a proposal for almost any of them, it looks like some of these you can't take off any of your accounts. You can't choose to not use them. All the ones we've seen so far, you cannot take YouTube off. So you pretty much need to make a YouTube video for almost all of these. What you can do also is go up here. You can put all on over here. You can filter by category. For example, I do gaming and apps. I can just look through here. This one is potentially interesting. I get a lot of people asking about what gaming headset do I use. So if I click send proposal on this one, it might be worth me trying a new gaming headset. The downside is I pretty much need to buy this in order to do it, and that is calculated in my fee. You can see on here what kind of influencers they want as well. And then you have to consider the opportunity cost of not having these proposals go through. Realistically, there will be a bunch of proposals that aren't accepted. Therefore, if you're thinking it'd be nice to get $1,000 a video, which for me is the rate that is FameBit suggests that that's the rate I should be working from. I'll show you that in the brand side of FameBit in a minute. If I consider $1,000 to get a video, how many times will I go through and submit proposals that get rejected before someone actually pays me $1,000? 10 times? How much time does it take to make each one of those proposals? How much time and mental energy to negotiate with every single one of those brands? Thus, this seems to be the best opportunity for big following advertisers. Now, I just said that because you could get a higher return essentially on your time. That said, since this is probably a better deal for the bigger influencers, you might, if you've got a small niche following, might be able to do really well and get a consistent high approval rate and do good and make ongoing relationships with advertisers. Therefore, since even with my following, I'm at kind of an awkward amount where advertisers want to negotiate me down to a lower rate, and I expect that could happen at any level. The nice thing is if you've got a small following, you can't get negotiated. I don't think it goes below $100. So this might be a good opportunity. If you've got 5,000 subscribers, get on here. You might be able to find some awesome opportunities in the sponsorship. You can also filter by price. For example, if you just want to see the big ones, these are the biggest campaigns. Now keep in mind, as an advertiser, you can set these up front. So as an advertiser, as a brand, I can say I'll pay up to 10K, but that doesn't mean I'm actually going to pay up to 10K. That's my own self-definition of what I'll pay, meaning that I could say up to 10K as an advertiser, but really try and negotiate everyone way down from there. Thus, whatever, I don't know if it's even worth sorting on these. And I think one of the best ways to sort is to sort newest to oldest, because you can always scroll down and see what's new. And then if you've already scrolled through the ones before, you might not be worth looking at them again. This, I imagine, has a strong 80-20 to it, that there's a very small amount of these that are worthwhile to work with, and there's a lot of them that are almost a complete waste of time. The trick is to figure out which ones are really useful for you to work with and which ones are useful as a brand, which influencers are worth working with. Some of that you might only be able to figure out with trial and error. I've realized for me personally that I am going to just do my influencer marketing directly to my existing audience with a Fiverr gig, that I can't be bothered to go through and apply for sponsorships on here, although I will still check this from time to time, because if I happen to already use something that gets added on here, or there's something I could easily order, then there's no reason for me not to just give it a shot and essentially make money producing something, or potentially make money. You see, I might not actually get any money out of applying for and sending a proposal in. So thank you very much. This has been a look at the sponsorship side. Next thing we'll do, we'll talk about setting a price.